Cyan is putting her hand up, but she's
I don't know how
gonna
to put
move.
my hand up on the Zoom.
Yeah.
Um, I'll
That's
just share
hilarious.
I'll
I
just
love
share
it.
something I'm super grateful for. And that's Joanne. And I don't know if she's on the call. I'm sure she is. I met Joanne more than a year ago now, and she is just such a inspirational person to me. And she's the one who brought me into this. And we recently have like actually partnered. And yesterday I brought her on a consult with me for clients that I've sold before. They're really close friends of mine, but I needed to look at their house outside of my friend zone. And so it was so nice just having her there and watching her flow because we're very different in the way we do things. And I feel just really grateful that I have her in my life and that we're growing this together differently with our different perspectives. So yeah, Joanne Kelly is what I'm thankful for today. So.
Love, love that. Love it. Love it. By the way, Tyann Russell put instructions for you in the chat on how to raise your digital hand. So you're good to go next time. Thank you, Russell. All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Survive to Thrive. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we practice and role play scripts. So this is script practice day. Now, Mondays and Fridays, we go into breakout rooms, but Wednesdays, we stay right here as a group. I want you to raise your digital hand if you want to step to the front of the room and role play with me. You get to pick the topic as long as you raise your hand. If I don't have any hands up, I am just going to start calling on people. And what we're going to do today, if I call on you, we're going to focus on overcoming objections. So I'm just going to give you the objection. You get to overcome it. And sure enough, I don't have any hands up, so staying true to my word. Okay, Michael Wiseman, thank you for saving the group.
Ah,
Uh, let's go, my
cool.
friend.
All right, we're gonna call the dead agent call. Okay.
Let's do it.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, this is John.
It is.
John, Mike Wiseman, the expert realtor here in Richmond, Maine. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, I was giving you a call about a listing. Looks like you had it came off the market about a month back over in Richmond.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just curious. Did you have plans to relist that property?
No, 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 no. I don't want them anymore.
Okay, well, here's a proposition for you. My team recently started a program where we are happy to pay you a 25% referral fee for us to list that property if we're able to get it sold and pay 25%. All I'm looking for really is just the contact information of the right person to speak with. I'll send you a referral agreement, 25%. You fill that information in. We'll reach out. We'll collaborate on this a little bit in that way. And you can work from the sidelines and I'll get you paid. How's that sound?
Sounds like a great deal to me. Send over the
Okay.
referral. Michael, you got
Gosh, you gave me no objections there, John. I appreciate that.
Well, here's the reason, and don't go away. Stay right here with me because I do have
Yep.
some questions for you. I know there's a lot of
Good.
call today, and some of them are probably wondering what the heck is a dead agent call. So I wanted to just frame that and stop for a moment. So here's the idea, everybody, if you're new to the call. The idea behind dead agent calls, uh, by the way, it got its
We're
name.
saying relist now, aren't we?
Relist.
Relist.
Well,
Yeah,
that's Matt's. Yeah.
but that's Matt's program, but I still like dead agent calls because it's catchy. And it got its name because somebody in here said, I'm calling expired agents. And I'm like, well, the agent's not expired, they're still alive. So, anyways, you're making a phone call to the agent versus the homeowner. When you see an expired listing, rather than going to the homeowner like everybody else is doing, which you could still do that, by the way, and we practice and role play that here, and I teach that here, and blah, blah, blah. Call the real estate agent. The message is if you're not going to relist the property, I would gladly pay you a referral fee of 25% simply for giving me the seller's contact information or for connecting me with the seller. Super simple, something that I did for years back when I was in production and would list an average of two or three homes a month just from dead agent calls. So, anyways, Michael, here's your objection.
Okay.
Um, so you want my listing?
Um, John, if you have plans to relist the property, like it's for sure going through, then obviously I'm not going to take it from you. And that's why I'm calling you and honestly not calling the seller directly because Look, you and I both know this is a tough market for listings. They're on the list of calls that, of expired listings, and they're getting hammered right now. So if it doesn't look like you're going to relist it, why not partner up with it? Let me get you paid. I'll make you look like a rock star with them, and we'll move ahead with it. I mean, it's better than someone else getting it, no?
Okay, good job, Michael. Now, the next objection, part of what you just gave me could be a response to this as well, but I'll go ahead and see if I get something different.
Mhm.
So, what makes you think you could sell it when I didn't sell it?
John, it's a great question. And I love that. I love that question. Let me tell you why. You and I both know, doing this a long time, it's not always about doing something better. Sometimes it just can be different.
Hmm.
Sometimes sellers, if they've overpriced a little bit or didn't hit the market just right, and it stays in the property stays on the market longer than it should, they get kind of dull to hearing or like numb to our recommendations.
Hmm.
And my grandfather taught me something I'll never forget. He said, "A new broom sweeps clean." So sometimes it's just about being a little different. And now we do market properties. We've got 3D tours. I got Matterports. We got everything that's going to make this property shine. So it's not about better, it's about different. And it's about getting you paid. So why not collaborate? Let's get you paid. Because otherwise, you and I both know now in the next few days, it's going to somebody else because they're going to call them.
Good stuff, Michael. Michael's a rock star, everybody. Pay attention when he speaks because he's sharing great stuff with you. Oscar, talk to me.
Yeah, so I would like to role play a pricing objection, which is what I'm thinking is going to happen on my appointments.
Oh, I love that. Good job, man. Let's go.
Yeah, so John, you understand that pricing a home correctly is the number one factor in getting it sold in a timely fashion for the most amount of money possible. And you saw the market analysis that I showed you on that. Homes in your area are going for, in the range of 500,000 and 540. So what do you think it's a good price we should come out in the market for your home?
I need 550.
Yeah, and completely understand, John. I mean, I'm sure you want to, get the most amount of money possible for your home. You don't want to leave anything on the table. Is that correct?
So, Oscar, can I coach you?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. So, ask questions as often as possible rather than sell and tell, ask questions. I would start the conversation out with, based on the comparables that we looked at, Oscar, where do you see your home selling? Super simple. Blah,
Okay.
blah is always better than blah, blah, blah. Based on the comparables, where do you see your home selling? Now, when somebody says, I need 550, pay attention to the words they're using, okay? Because that word need is super important here.
Okay.
What does getting $550,000 do for you? What's important to you about that? That's the next question. So when I say I need 550, what's important to you about that? Um, I just feel like that's what it's worth, based on the money that I've put into the house. I've spent a lot of money on updating the property in the last couple of years.
Hmm.
But I'm giving you some information here that you can use. Okay, back to the role play. Uh, and besides, I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage and buy a new home. All right. Now you take it from there.
Okay. Now you made it kind of hard to go against that. But okay, I'm gonna try my best.
Go for it, buddy. I'll be nice to you. Don't worry. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, John, so okay, I understand, you wanna get the most amount of money possible to um get the good amount of money to, sell this home and then purchase your next home. And so, but let me ask you, do you, based on the market analysis we went over, do you think 550 it's a price that we actually should go for? I mean, when we look at properties similar to yours with the same amount of bedrooms, same amount of bathrooms, same square footage, um, how do you think your home compares to those?
Okay, Oscar, good stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm going to coach you again. Okay.
Go for
Here's my recommendation to you. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel and just search strategic pricing.
it. Okay.
The idea behind strategic pricing is you don't want to have pricing conversations, you want to have strategic pricing conversations. Now, for this particular seller, there's two different markets they can be in. There's two different ponds they can go fishing in. One is 500 to 525. The other is 525 to 550. And the key to getting their home sold is putting them in a position where they're going to be the shining star. Now, between 500 and 525, they're going to be the shining star because they're competing against lesser competition. The other idea behind strategic pricing is you have to understand how many homes are for sale, how many are selling every 30 days. Once you know that, then the conversation is, so Oscar, there's 12 homes for sale between 525 and 550. There's three selling every month, which means we have 4 months of inventory. But more importantly, it means in order for you to sell your home at 550, you got to be one of the top three out of the 12 that are for sale. Now, looking at the competition, is your home one of the top three in presentation? And is it one of the bottom three in price? And if the answer is no, then you're not going to be one of the three homes that sell in the next 30 days. Now, between 500 and 525, you're going to be one of the top three in presentation because you're competing against lesser competition, and you'll be one of the properties that is priced at the bottom three, which means you're going to be one of the three homes that get your home that sells in the next 30 days. All right. I did that pretty quickly. Okay.
Yeah,
But what I would do is go to my YouTube channel and just search strategic pricing.
gotcha.
All right, buddy. Let's go, Brian Copeland.
All right. I have a withdrawn listing. It was on the market approximately 2 months. Talked to him, sent him comps, and he said, it was overpriced. And he said, I'll let you know when I want to relist. But obviously, it was listed for sale, so he'd like to sell. And his other option is just to rent it. So ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, John, it's Brian. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, listen, you watched the video I sent with the review of the market and pricing recommendation to get your home sold. What'd you think about it?
Well, I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't know if it really applies to me though, because I know what I need to get for my home, Brian. So, what are you recommending?
Well, John, you were just listed at 689. There's nothing that's sold above 660 in your neighborhood.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if there's something I'm missing about your home, but it sure looks like it was simply a pricing issue. And if you want to get the home sold, we just need to price it differently. We can certainly present it better. But are you seeing the same thing I saw in this
Well,
comments?
I see that, but I also know what I need to get my home sold. So if I can't get my price, I'll probably just rent it out.
Yeah. Where do you need to get your home sold, John? What's your bottom line?
I just really can't see taking less than 675.
So if somebody brought you 665 today and can close in 30 days and get this home off the market and you're not having to rent it for a year and deal with a tenant, that's not something you'd consider?
All right, off script. Great job bringing pain into the conversation there, Brian. Uh, think about it, but it would be a really hard decision. Maybe 665, but definitely not less than that.
660?
No, 665. I'm not going to keep
Okay.
going.
Okay. All right. Well, John, are you ready to get started? Because I can get your home sold at 665. I think we'll get good traction. We can have your home relisted in the next few days. I think you'll have a very different outcome. And if not, guess what? You don't have to pay me.
Okay, so let's say that you don't agree with the price, Brian. So
Okay?
I give you a number that the market's going to say no
Yeah.
to. How are you responding to that?
John, so 650 is the number today.
Hmm.
You're at 665, and I get it. That's a $15,000 difference.
Yep.
What are your holding costs over the next 12 months?
Uh, 4,000 a month.
Right. And that's if everything goes well, right? But what if there's a hailstorm? What if there's a bad tenant? What if a tenant doesn't pay rent? It could be much, much bigger than that. Wouldn't you agree?
Possible. You're right.
Yeah. So I don't know, $30,000, $40,000 potentially.
Could be.
Right. So all you have to do is give up 15,000 of that today to get the home sold, and take away that risk. I mean, look, I take risks every day, but they're like logical risks. And this seems like one that you just don't want to have to take if you don't have to.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Good job, Brian. Really good job. Everybody on the call, Brian's another rock star. Number two, and tell me if I get this wrong, Brian. Units sold top 5 in all of EXP. Get that
It
right?
was number 2 in June. Yeah.
Number 2. There you go.
Yeah.
Rock star. So this is for everybody. How do you respond to somebody who says, Joanne, I'm coming to you in just a second. How do you respond to somebody who says that they're going to rent their home? I've told you this, guys, like 100 times.
What's your biggest fear about renting a home?
I don't know. That's a good question.
What can go well? What can go wrong?
Have you ever done it before?
No, this is
Maybe you should rent your home.
okay. Good job.
How did it go? If you haven't done it, if you have done it before, how did it go? What's your biggest fear? What happens if they decide not to pay?
Who's going to manage it?
And are you familiar with that process?
Okay. All right. You guys are on the right track. And Michael Longo, 10 years of coaching with me. Good job. You word for word responded exactly the same way I would. So if somebody says they're going to rent their home, I'm going to ask them, how many rental properties do you own? I want to know if they're an investor, because renting an investment property is a lot different than renting your home that you've poured your heart and soul into and keeping and updating and making it beautiful and so on. And 9 out of 10 times you're going to hear, I don't have any rental properties. Okay, so this is you're renting out your personal home. This is not a rental property. So in renting out your personal home, what's your greatest fear? What if you get a tenant in there that's not paying their rent? What if it takes 6 months to evict that tenant and you're losing money every month? Let's just say your rent is $2,000 a month. You lost $12,000. By the way, you're saying no to the sale price because it's $15,000 lower than you want. You just lost $12,000 to a renter who you had to evict. Now, what if that tenant does damage to your property and you get the property back with $10,000, $15,000 in damage? If that were to happen, are you okay with that? When they say no, then your response is, okay, what's plan B now? What's plan B now? Because this whole conversation started with, if the market says no to your asking price, what's plan B? And then they're going to say, well, I would rent my property out. And you're going to go right into what's your greatest fear. Now, the end result of that is when they say, no, that's not okay with me, to the pain situation, we're more motivated by avoiding pain than we are by going towards pleasure. When they say, no, I'm not okay to that, to the pain situation, which you just described, then your response is, okay, so what's plan B now? You've put them in a position, you're playing chess, you're not playing checkers. This is checkmate. You've put them into a position now where the only plan B is, well, I have to sell my home.
Yeah, so it's present positive. They can rent their home. You need to take them to future negative and sit there.
That's right. Good
Well,
job.
the other problem is that is your home going to show better today with the tenant or without the tenant?
All of
Right.
the
Right. I mean, because that's a real problem. Most landlords or sellers don't want to sit with an empty home.
That's right.
And so when are we going to list your home? Let's say you do rent it for a year.
Right.
Are we going to wait for the tenant to move out? You take 30 days to get it cleaned up, and then we rent it. That just added more expense,
Right.
factored in.
Here's the other thing, guys. If you believe what I believe, and you believe that we are in the beginning stages of a market shift where prices are going to go down, and they're probably going to go down for a period of at least 2 years. That's the average. Every time we see a shift, that's what typically happens. When they go to put that home back on the market a year from now, and it's worth $20,000, $30,000 less than it is today, are they going to be okay with that? Joanne Kelly, let's go.
My service is a little choppy, so if I cut up, just mute me and I'll see that. So I'd like to practice a listing appointment. We're at the table and you just toured me through the house.
Let's go.
All right. Not so much for showing me around. Started. Do you mind if I share with you my mission statement?
Okay, I'm praying that your signal hangs in because I really want this to go well. Joanne, no, go ahead.
You know, John, it is my mission to achieve goals and exceed your expectations. Off script, I'm a little bit robotic because I'm just trying to memorize. So to achieve your expectations. And
Joanne, take off
typically
your
when I meet with
video.
a seller like yourself, one of three things will happen. One, you'll understand and appreciate the value I bring to getting your home sold, and you'll hire me to sell your home. The second thing that could happen is you may not choose to hire me, and that wouldn't be great. But sometimes, and this doesn't happen often, third thing that could happen is I may choose to turn down the opportunity today.
Why is that? Why is that?
You see, John, if seller that has goals that can't be met, I would rather turn down that opportunity today than let you down when the home.
All right, Joanne, I'm gonna pause you right there. Guys, I've got a hard stop here in just a few minutes. So super quick here. I want you all to get the beginning part of this is of the 14-point listing presentation. Joanne, you did a great job. I know you've got this. So Michael, thank you so much for meeting with me today. It is always an honor and a pleasure to meet with a potential seller and discuss the possibility of representing them in the sale of their home. I'd like to start by sharing my mission statement with you. My mission is to meet your goals and exceed your expectations. Now, because of that mission statement, whenever I meet with a potential seller, one of three things typically happens. One of those things will happen today. Either one, they understand and appreciate the benefits that I have to offer and they hire me, which is awesome. Or they may not hire me, which quite honestly isn't so awesome. And the third thing that occasionally happens is I may choose to turn down the opportunity. Now, you may be wondering why I would choose to turn down the opportunity. I think you're really going to like the answer. You see, if I feel that a seller has a goal or an expectation that cannot be met or exceeded, I would rather turn the opportunity down today than let you down 6 months from now. Does that make sense? Now, in order for me to
Fair
know
enough.
if I can meet your goals and exceed your expectations, okay, so we're going to pause right there. I've got 2 minutes. Raise your hand, give me some feedback, give me some ahas.
John, didn't raise my hand, sorry.
All right, talk.
I'm a lawbreaker. I just wanted to direct your attention to the second page. One of those special people showed up on the call today. Just wanted to make you aware that Danny Gilchrist
Oh,
popped on the
really?
call today. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Rock star from South Florida. Danny, welcome to the call, buddy. Oh, no, you mean Dan? Okay, hold on a second.
Now Danielle Gilchrist.
Danielle,
Yes. Yeah, Danny.
where is she?
She turned her camera on, so she's there. I don't know if she talks, you'll probably be able to see her.
All right, Danielle.
She's driving, so her signal's probably not great.
So,
Yeah, I'm driving. Sorry.
so glad you're here. So, oh, there you are. Your picture's up in the top of the screen. Okay. Thank you for that, Michael Chilongo. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. I hope you got great value today. Invite your friends. Let's break 70 tomorrow. I think 72 was the high from yesterday. Let's get to 80. Invite your friends. Let's build this Survive to Thrive call as big as we can possibly get it. All right, make it a great day.
There's a note too asking where you can find your 14-point presentation.
Where's Joe Grant?
Joe, put it in the chat.
It's in the
Russell
chat.
already did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Awesome.
It's in
Have a
the
good day.
chat. It's in the chat. It's also on my YouTube page, guys. All right, make it a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, go get them.
Thank you.